Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
Get that thing out of there and welcome on back to – I can't believe it's not Dota Summit. That's right. Everybody still keeps smiling like, what is this Dota Summit event? Sucks. Guys, this is not the Dota Summit.
Yeah, it says right up there.
It says right over there.
Wait,
not Dota Summit, okay?
I feel this angle's
A
impossible.
Dota Summit would look a lot better. And I'll tell you right now, the next one will look a lot better.
I feel like people had a lot of Dota Summit expectations.
Yeah.
And they didn't read the name.
And
Like,
they
you
just
can
couldn't
see
believe
it's
it.
Not
Yeah,
the
see?
Summit.
It's not the Summit. It's just an
means-
event. It's
it
an
means-
event
yeah.
that's free. You know what would have been here otherwise? Nothing.
Nothing.
Free real estate. Free Dota content right here.
Yeah. It's like the bar was set, and this is my rule to life: is you want to set expectations low. If the bar's low, you can jump it no problem. And our bar, all right, guys, what we're trying to exceed is nothing. Like
So
we could have done anything
Could've
on
just-
this show.
Could have just had the teams play and,
And
then
we could
put a
just
directed
sleep.
camera
A
and had a
sleeping stream.
stream.
Yeah.
No commentator.
We could just
Wait,
not
then
even,
We
maybe
could
just
do that. All right.
we
see
could
you
have
guys
done
later.
that, and then maybe we could have just had maybe one random rando from online do it.
a volunteer
Volunteer.
from Reddit to
Yeah.
commentate that.
But you know what?
God, I wish we could do that.
I guarantee though, at Ren Volunteer would get a shit ton of viewers. Reddit would be like, let's rally behind this guy,
yeah,
and then he would be a new celebrity. He'll be at TI and he'll be on the main stage.
The next Henry Dota, baby. We're in this thing. No, I'm just
What
kidding.
happened to Henry Dota? He disappeared.
Oh, he just got caught doing some
yeah.
nice stuff
I
in the
think
news recently,
abusing
right?
bots get a low priority or boost his behavior score or something.
Sounds like a Henry move. Yeah,
That's like
and I
your
bet you
laugh.
sold him those bots, Grant.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a low priority fiend.
All right. Well, as you can see
Jeez.
on your screen, a draft has been well underway. Not too many crazy, unfamiliar picks, though, as we kind of digest them now a bit. We got the Wizard Gyro. That's a classic. That's like peanut butter and jelly. Next
True.
Assassin follow-up. Grimstroke first pick, the guy who's abnormally loud in our Dota game for whatever reason. Centaur, Lich, and Anti-Mage back again.
I guess Centaur's kind of new, right? We actually, I mean, he was popular last, but we have not
What?
seen him at all this tournament.
Jesus, Venomancer into God damn it,
What? Veno into what?
into Animage, dude.
Just gone. He's already gone.
Okay, well, you facepalm because you know why. There's people out there who don't. Explain.
Well, Veno does primarily magical damage,
No,
of which Animage has a shield that makes him take less.
you don't say.
In addition, Veno doesn't have a stun. He has a lot of slows.
Yes.
So he hates playing against heroes that can, blink away and ignore the fact that they're very slow.
Okay.
You also don't really outlane Anti-Mage because he's going to beat you pretty much. And you're also playing against a Centaur. So you want to be playing against a bunch of Blink Initiators. At the moment, Spirit really don't have any because Centaur can just itemize for a pipe.
Well, I got to say, Kyle, you make it sound like this is a rough one for Venomancer.
It's very rough.
So where is the light, like in all of the dark? Is it let's play? Well, against AM, is it very push heavy? It doesn't even
It's-
look like a push lineup, so it's play on the other side of the map and be a toxic piece of garbage.
It's that even if they lose this game,
Okay.
even if their team were to disband, when we have the next actual summit, you'd be willing to invite Cinder in to cast it.
He's very expensive, Kyle.
What?
We can only afford like one of those,
Yeah.
and that would be it.
So he would take Grant's job then.
Yeah, we'd have to cut. Now we'd have to cut
think that's
Zyre
fair.
for your breakfast, chef,
True.
and then cut Grant
For Cinder.
for Cinderin.
I think that's fair.
I mean, would that be a better show? I'm not sure.
Let's go. Press 1 right now if you think it's a better show. They're all pressing
Am
1.
I getting roasted right now? I had to take a cold shower. I didn't have to, but
You didn't turn
See,
the water on?
well, no, because
It
I was
turns off way too fast.
Yeah, well, the problem was like I already got naked. I'm like, I'm not getting close to go to. I thought about just wearing a blanket. I'm like, that might look weird, so I just took a cold shower. But the worst was I spilled water on my electric shaver, like the plug-in thing, so I couldn't even plug in and save off my sideburns. It's been a rough morning. I didn't want to electrocute
the cold
myself.
water-
I was like,
Wouldn't
shit.
I always think like that because now that you're a public figure, right?
Yeah.
You know that if you did some dumb ass thing that got you killed,
Yeah.
like that's news, right? You know, like Grant dies plugging in wet plug. Like
What an
that's
electric
not
shaver in
just,
Summit House.
the Dota community is gonna share that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
I'll be a legend.
hilarious for a day in every community.
Yeah,
And
maybe even 2 days.
Yeah.
You might get 2 days.
that's
and
a
then
live.
you're useless.
That's a live stream fail, right?
and then
there.
you're dead and no one cares about it. No, but yeah. So
What would you want us to do if you died? Right, your grave is like out there.
yeah.
What would you want me to do? Like anything special? Do you want flowers? Like, do you want me to pour one out for you? Like pour a
Poor
cold,
monster.
Pour a monster.
Pour a monster on my grave. Yeah, soak it into the thing. I think that's a good one. Maybe
I think that would kill all the plants on your grave, though.
Well, the grass
That's
is
fine.
already pretty
I didn't
dead
really
out
want
there,
flowers,
so
like
it's
maybe
fine.
a dandelion or two.
Okay,
Let you know that you care. That's about it.
got it.
Cold shower is fine, though, Grant. It's good for the skin. It wakes
It's-
you up in the morning.
It's interesting. It definitely
You
woke
know-
me up. It was cold, though.
You know what else you got to do for your skin? You got to moisturize.
Yeah.
It's very
Get
important.
the elbows,
actually.
especially you computer people who like to rest the, the elbows really firm on that computer chair. Look at your elbow right now, guys. Go look in the mirror. It's gonna look pretty nasty
Well,
for a
mine
lot
just
of you.
does because I.
For a lot
That's
of
all
you,
right.
you're good.
Look at
You're promoting moisturizing. You're probably
I don't moisturize my elbows,
You
but
should though. You should. You
I
can
will.
Mine
sometimes-
does, but I broke both of them, so they just look
Yeah,
gross.
you can have
anyways.
some ashy, crusty
You
kind of
broke
elbow
your
action.
elbows?
Yeah, I broke both of them.
And
How'd
I
you
gotta
do
say,
that?
girls will see that kind of a thing.
That's
And I don't
true.
know why. Girls, guys out there who are looking for girls,
dude, girls. You know why I
girls
love?
see those kind of things and they go, ugh.
You know why girls are great?
Elbows.
Because girls will give you compliments on things that you never even like noticed.
Exactly.
Right? Like, oh my
Yep.
gosh, you have such nice hands, and I love your
Eyebrows.
fingernails, and you're just like, what? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
I get. You've got great. I want your eyelashes. I've heard on
Yeah,
multiple
oh, yeah.
occasions, and
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right, well, thanks.
Yeah,
I feel
so-
pretty now. That's not very often that happens.
Yeah, so it goes without saying. You got to make sure you take care of yourself
Yep.
because your potential
You
mate
know,
out
the
there
thing-
will notice those little things. You know.
Another thing that's really important to do for your skin.
What?
You should change your pillowcase.
Yes, very
Change
true
your
as well.
pillowcase and you change your sheets once a week. I know you dirty motherfuckers aren't doing that, so make sure
I'm not,
that
so.
you can even use a shirt,
Fuck
but like
that.
literally just use your pillowcase next night, flip it, as in flip the pillow over, and then swap it out.
gonna
And
be
I'm
cooler
telling you,
anyways.
it'll be a game changer. Do that for a month and come
Yeah.
back to me.
Then flip your mattress after a couple months.
And if that works, donate money to Wikipedia and me, but me first.
Ooh, okay. Let's get
That
back
Oh,
to
is that a
this.
support
We
tide?
got a Tide
No,
Hunter.
It's a carry centaur? No, it's
Nah,
middle
support.
middle tide.
Also, I don't know if we have game sound. I can't
Middle
hear
tide.
the voice of my Tide Hunter as he comes in, bellowing and tiding right
Oh.
away. Okay.
You know what else is important? Drink water.
Drink water.
It
That's
not-
actually really important.
You don't need to drink as much water as people say. Like, there isn't really a benefit.
I think
We
they
don't-
set the bar high. That's why.
From my understanding, we haven't yet found a benefit for overhydration, right? Like, if you drink, your 2 gallons a day, you're going to pee more. It'll be clear. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthier. But you do want your tissues to be moist. So make sure at least, I'd say, 4 to 8 glasses of water a
Okay.
day.
Doctor says 8. Kyle's got you covered. He says 4.
10 seconds
So at least
remaining.
Just
follow the Kyle way and you're fine.
Easy way is before you wake up, or sorry,
5 seconds
after you wake
remaining.
up, before you go to sleep, and then, like, after a meal. Just make sure you drink, like, this much water.
Yeah, just like that much.
Yeah, and if you do that, you'll probably be all right. And floss.
Yep. Anything else?
Take care with who you spend your time with because you become the average of your friends. And you don't want to end up in a scenario where you're lonely even if you're around people that you supposedly like. Be
Yeah.
yourself,
Jesus
be
Christ.
confident, and remember that it's okay to wake up alone because that's still better than waking up next to the wrong person.
Or just not waking up because you're dead.
Yeah,
because
that's
you
a
plugged
bad
in
one.
a shaver.
Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so Team Spirit, they need to win these 2 games because if Alliance 4-0s and they lose one of these, they're in the losers bracket, and now they just picked a middle Tide Hunter.
They did.
That's pretty nutty. What? Like, is it just for tiny? But
It's because they're watching the stream and they got the pillow.
oh, that must
true.
be it. I actually don't know why they picked it.
I like it when you have Grimstroke Lich though, because you need this beef, and
Yeah.
then it makes it much easier for these 2 squishies to get their combo off. Tide is excellent against the Wisp, and your Anchor Smash Gush combo does do a ton of damage to heroes like Tiny with 0 armor.
Yeah, everyone was talking about Tide Hunter 7.20. He's a core now. He's a carry. He does this crazy anchor smash. Is he like that? I know you were kind of just mentioning him a bit, but is he everything everyone was expecting, or no? Is he just kind of still the old Tide Hunter
He's
a bit
kinda
with
meh.
damage?
Yeah.
It's all right.
He's got more farming potential,
Yeah.
I suppose.
I like it in this game because all you need to do is reduce damage for a while, and eventually your AM will carry. Just like we've seen in the previous games, AM does dominate a gyro.
Yeah.
And you make it so that all these static damage heroes have to blow too many spells to kill off your tanks, and you just kind of scorched earth it, right? This is where, you burn the village and keep your team, keep your side in the war until that inevitable fight with an AM Manta Battle Fury. And that changes everything. Nyx is going to have to play a great game because you can kill Animage pretty easily by carapissing him while he's farming with Battle Fury.
So they're putting the Venom mid versus Tide. Probably a much better idea than putting the Tiny there.
I don't know. There's just no damage on the
Feels
side of
weird.
Happy Guys. Venom, Nyx, Tiny, Wisp. They all do damage based on their spells. You don't really get any more because you get gold and farm.
Yeah, it's literally just gyro. It's
Yeah.
like a weird single core gyro strategy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And-
if they do like have a good start, right? Like 20 minutes in, this Tiny is just gonna smash
It's
people.
true. It just whenever I
It's
see a
weird,
single
yeah.
core lineup and that core is countered hard by the enemy core,
Yeah.
you just feel bad because you're on a clock,
Yeah.
and that clock's ticking.
Man, mid Venomancer versus Tidehunter. This is back end of 2018 Dota, huh? Going into 2019.
The Rune, who no one's going for it.
I mean,
Did he
First
not
Blood
have
is
stun?
a lot more
It's not a-
appetizing if they can get it, but they can't, so they're going to turn back and pick up the little gold nugget.
They own the gyro pretty much out of lane, but luckily you have a Wisp on your team. You're like, I don't have to use too much regen at least.
Grant, would you have panned for gold if you were of the era? Would you be a gold panner?
I don't think I would. I would have helped build the railroad with the golden.
You would have been
spike
a
right
railroad
there. Yeah, I
builder?
would have been a railroader.
Oh, okay, okay. What would you have done, Kyle? Tried to sell.
What do you mean?
I don't know. How it's just, I don't know. What do they sell back then?
I don't
Tried
know.
to sell some witch hazel or
think-
some shit.
I mean, there's a great article about how, like, brothels were a huge part of towns developing in the Old
okay.
West.
That's believable for sure. Yeah.
So I think I would have probably had a big role in just kind
In
of
being a
building the
customer?
society.
Oh,
No.
okay, okay.
You just been a decent human in the society that wasn't decent.
My father invented the clock, and I inherited its fortune. I'm
That
Kyle.
would have been sweet.
I would have probably just been sad. I
What?
don't really like that kind of life. I like being, I like culture and class, not roughing it.
Damn,
in a
ladies,
tent.
ladies, get at him. Kyle with the culture.
Yeah, if you want a cultured man, get Kyle. If you want someone who's the nitty gritty, gets his hands dirty, I'm your boy. It is what it is.
How
Actually, I came out
dirty?
a lot wrong than I thought, but I work. I work in dirtier jobs. Is what I'm saying. I still don't know if that's good.
Grant gets elbow deep.
You
Is
know,
all you need to know.
and I sometimes moisturize them, so be cool.
All right.
Is
You got
that
the elbows?
is that really you think that works though? Is that
What?
is that what ladies want nowadays?
I mean, all ladies are different, Kyle.
That's
Just like all
true.
guys are different.
It's a very good point. I was testing.
Yeah,
you. That's a
exactly.
Good answer.
So, I don't know, this game, it feels like this whole patch I was thinking about, like the first 5 minutes of almost every game have actually just become like, you just sit in lane, and then once like 2 supports hit level 4,
Yeah.
everyone just starts going middle.
I like
it's
that,
like, it's
though.
weird. I like it too. I hate the slow 5 minutes, but then like all of a sudden just literally 6 heroes middle at all times.
Exactly. It doesn't
It's
feel like
fun.
there's anything like we need to talk about the
Yeah.
start of every game.
It's
That's why we get
al-
distracted.
That's the thing is, it's always right when we start to talk about like this game feels a bit slow.
And then
Is
just-
when something will happen.
Just a Grimstroke
Yeah.
glitch, 6
Exactly.
ultimates, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
when you think it's getting a bit stale.
And your point, what you just said, of every person is a unique individual, and I hate seeing articles like that start with like, boys like this or girls like this. Like, there's no one size fits all
Tribalism, Kyle.
strategy.
The tribalism that
That's
people
true.
just kind of naturally,
Yeah.
it's like when you're talking before about instinct of people. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just another instinct.
There is one though.
being
It
as a
is
group.
guys do go to Mars to get more candy bars, and girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. I think we can all agree on
Grant
that.
triggered. Oh my God.
I'm bringing back 2nd grade, baby.
Girls have cooties, so circle, ... my shit right now. Dude.
I'm good. I'm safe.
What are cooties? I never got any.
I think they're just germs.
You
It's
know
just
what's annoying?
girl
I would have.
germs.
It's like love germs. It's like Cupid's germs now that I think about it.
So I went to this like camp thing, a co-op, because I was homeschooled
Yeah.
twice a week when I was like 9, 10, maybe even 11, right? And I had this big crush
Maybe even 20.
on a class, like a girl that was there.
Yeah.
And she had a big crush on me.
Oh.
But because everyone
Who doesn't?
was
you have
like
culture.
mocking us, like, Kyle and her name sitting in
Yeah.
a tree, whatever. We were super embarrassed about it, and I never made a move. And we both definitely would have been about it. So
Yeah.
instead, my first kiss was like 7 years later.
Sorry, bro. They
Been
were all
there.
jelly.
I could have had a real jump start, and instead I was,
A scrub.
Did you ever? I had a, there was a long lost love like that too. At one point, where it was like, I like her, but I don't know if she likes me. And then she writes in your yearbook, I liked you the whole year, and you're like, damn.
That's why you got to shoot your shot.
Yep.
You shoot your shot.
Shoot your
What-
shot.
What build should this Veno go? If you're again, like, you don't see Veno versus Tide up, he did go 1 in Gale. I was wondering if you just go 0-4-4 almost.
No. I think you want at
Think
least
it's
the 1
fine?
point Gale, just because
Okay.
then you can at least stop him from killing you on a
That's
gank opportunity.
That's true. It just feels like
And wards
thought-
do no damage later
Yeah,
on.
that's true. But I mean, just push it right because you assume this Tide probably wants to leave middle, and then
Yeah.
your wards. I don't know. That just feels like a weird matchup. Like, I thought Veno would own it, and he is now, but it's very even. I guess he doesn't really do damage to Tide until like Poison Sting levels up.
The old Frost Shield AM lane.
Oh yeah.
Very annoying.
I'm all about that. Dude, I'll be honest, Lich, I used to hate watching that here because he just slowed down the game, you know, the ice armor as well. Ooh, is he going to slow down this one? He might slow down his own game. This could be the first blood.
Stormstormer hasn't attacked him yet.
Oh,
what
at
the
that
hell?
same moment.
That was odd.
They should have got
Has to
first
jump
blood
on the
for
first
sure.
blood.
And instead,
Yeah, no, I can't fault you
I-
there, David. That's fine. Can't fault you. We thought that.
yeah, I didn't think the Tiny hit him once. You're right.
No,
it was like 3 autos.
it's
and he
because you have
didn't.
like this weird melee range, and he was being blocked by Nyx.
Yeah.
They had weird staggering there.
Anti-synergy staggering.
Stumble and bumble.
Oh, this is like the worst feeling as a Tiny now. You have just no mana. Like, you don't want to go back to base because
Yep.
you don't want to go back to base, and now you have half HP, no mana. You can't actually get kills. That's so annoying.
Yeah, I would have actually laned the Veno against the AM.
I agree, because then he comes up for
Yep.
a last hit that's literally just 2 poison stings on him.
You put the Tiny mid, he's gonna trade, and Veno definitely beats Animage in the lane. You just hit him.
Yep. I mean, Veno's not as scared of like this Lich ice armor. He just gales and
Exactly.
runs away. Yeah.
I especially don't like Nyx against Animage. Feels completely worthless.
Yeah. Good against AM in the late game. God awful in the early
Well,
game.
you're just Nyx is a hero that wants to protect a hardcore ranged harasser. You know, you want to run a Nyx core with like Necro off lane,
Yeah.
or Veno off lane. It's not as good with a melee hero because you don't have kill potential. You're just a bodyguard,
Well,
an
apparently-
unarmed bodyguard.
Apparently they did have kill potential, but they barely missed it.
That's true.
Oh god, this poor Tiny.
I know. He's just.
He's just no HP, no mana. I think yeah. Now you have the shrine though, so they waited it out.
Why is he? Look at the skill build.
1-0-3.
For my coffers.
Is that the build?
Is he owning AM? I mean, AM's 13-4 and he's 13-15. So I guess if
true.
your whole point is to slow down, if that is like their game plan, to slow down AM, it's good. But AM's gonna find his
Oh
farm
man,
eventually.
I don't know. With the Wisp there healing up,
The
it's
fairy
gonna be
fires,
way
man.
too hard to take that gyro down.
But good lord, that damage. I'm glad I actually can't believe we just stopped seeing. We didn't see one Centaur yesterday, not banned or picked.
Yeah.
Well, he got banned like a second phase, but I mean, he's a good hero still. His stun's always good. His ult's been super nerfed, but it's still good. And then Retaliate's just nuts.
Agreed.
And he still has a 500 damage nuke or whatever, so.
Concur.
Concurred.
Concurred. Bottom moving in. A little of that flak harassment here. I mean, Bomb's been a
Hey,
stalemate except for the first blood.
Yep.
if you have a triangle and two sides are congruent to one another,
Congruent.
what does that mean?
You have 2 hypotenuses.
One
I looked it up.
isosceles and an isosceles.
Oh, stun toss. Doesn't get the combo, but he should get the kill. They do. Now Skeeter. Did he blink? Not yet. He will still be okay. He didn't want to use blink. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, this Tiny is working. He only has double Wraithband, still no boots on this AM. It's such a weird build, but 17 knives. Dude, I don't know. I love playing Tiny's my one solo queue hero. Because I know I'll just ping middle, and I'll go there. And you don't lose a lane. You actually will not lose a lane if you're not stupid. It feels so good.
Disappointment.
So I lose like 50-50.
How did this happen?
Pause here. It looks like from Happy
Cigarette.
Guy's side. Didn't say why. Just said sorry.
Oh, yeah, so what do you sorry, I didn't get the clip notes of the whole Kezu interview. Did he talk about the Terrorblade game at all yesterday? Did they play too slow?
He
I
said
heard
that
you
they
asked.
played it wrong. I think it was a bit of a sore spot, and I understand. Because Keizu, emotional guy, he really cares about his teammates and
Yeah.
winning, and it never feels good to talk about games you played badly, especially if you know what you did wrong. Because, like, all
If
right,
you
lessons
know.
been learned, and now you're rehashing it for the amusement of a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
they
don't
also may not. It's hard for him to represent how the team feels
Yeah,
if he hasn't even been able to kind of talk with the team yet about the game.
Yep.
So it could be tough. I can understand. It's hard to put him on the spot, but people have those questions out there too, and they're curious to ask them. And sometimes you got to ask the questions. That's what journalism's all about.
Yeah, good journalism.
The free media.
What is...
Free TC. It's a Ty Dollar Sign song, pretty good. Who is your favorite player to watch right now, Kyle, as a player? Like, you are watching, and you're like, you get to cast one team, but just you watch one player the entire game. Like, you have to player perspective. Who would you want to watch?
I really like watching mid one.
Okay.
I really like watching GH.
Oh, that's a good
There's a
one.
lot of people. Yeah, he's the king.
I really like watching. You talking about like real life or just in game?
In game, like you're just
Oh.
player perspective. You have to cast a best of 3 or watch a best of 3, but you can only watch from their player perspective. So
That's
it's like
a tough one.
has to be. I think mid one's a good one. I think because he's so active. Especially you get him on
know,
Monkey King, that'd be so fun.
My favorite person to ever spectate was Bulba.
Why is that?
I mean,
You knew that good
Bulba
shit?
and Demon. Demon is guaranteed entertainment.
Yes,
because
that
he's
is
gonna. There's the play, the wrong play, and the Jimmy play.
Yes, which
And-
could be right or wrong. You don't know.
You never know.
That's why.
But it's something you wouldn't have thought of.
Yep. I don't know, man. Yeah. I love that. I loved watching Jimmy play, and he's the one who invented that jungle coddle that Aoi kind of helped EG win TI with. So
That was boneless.
Yep.
It was like the original.
yeah.
Jungle Coddle now definitely never going to be a thing.
No jungler ever gonna be a thing unless you're a hard carry. Dude, how do you bring jungling back without making it OP for the carries now? Is it possible? I don't think it is. I really don't.
I think at this point you wash your hands of the jungle.
Yeah, I think jungle not in the best spot, but it's better than it was.
Yeah, it provides farm for people
I-
who need it, but
I wish
it's not
creeps
anything more.
spawned at 30 seconds instead of 1 minute.
That would be some interesting instant double camp scenarios at the start of the early game.
That's true.
See a lot of double camp pulls to lanes and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then I think warding and de-warding would be a lot more important. That would make it a little
For sure.
better as well. Oh, I don't know. This is a tough kill. They definitely could find him.
The Wisp is working overtime
Oh.
to keep him alive, and it's going to be fine.
I do want to say one thing. Team Spirit played against IO twice yesterday as well, and they never
Dire's
aimed the
middle
IO.
tower
I
is under
and
attack.
like that one game round when they had to lean in, they kept bursting the gyro through it. It worked. But I don't know. They actually never aimed the IO, I've noticed, in 3 games. They will always go for the tethered target. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it doesn't
Yeah,
seems weird.
I mean, Io must be pretty good with his positioning, staying behind the gyro. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like we
true.
gotta commit hard, or you have to like stun the gyro and then go for the Wisp, but you might be short
Is-
resources.
Is Anime just doing poorly, or is it just me? I feel like this lane is not
An afternoon
one you should be
restorative.
trading in. Like, I think it's fine the Tiny has the CS that he does, but I'm surprised Anime just, like, so low. Like, consider he's half the CS of these mid-heroes.
I mean, Tiny does have 19 knives. I think, could he be... The weird thing is, right, we just saw him attack the Tiny 3 times, and he did a net
Dire
total of
are
20
scanning.
damage. Like, he actually can't harass him out of lane. Weirdly, even with no... Because, I mean, when you have no mana, I guess maybe that's how Stormstormer's playing. He's like, burst combo, get a kill, sit in lane. You can't do anything because I have no mana.
Well, how much
Dire's
is
It's
the
weird.
Nyx
under
bringing
attack.
into that lane too? I mean, you saw him do some stuns, but
He's just beeping it. Yeah, oh, they're going to go. Will this hit? It does. Uh-oh. Gets through with the Stampede.
Pass
This
on the Wisp
IO,
again.
though, look at this boy. He's an absolute beast. Can they find him? The Ravage will hit both. But look, who else is coming? It's Cinderin. Oh, can he help? Hits a double.
Oh.
Maybe saves Afromoosh.
my
Oh, he
God.
can't. Oh, no, it died. And now they're all in trouble. Because they're all dead.
Dire's middle tower. is
no,
under
they
attack.
thankfully got that rotational help with the Ravage to help seal that one up. Meanwhile,
They actually do no damage.
and harass on this top lane a bit because they know the Nyx Assassin's not around. And Boogie in the meantime using this as a push opportunity to go on the mid lane.
I'm glad he goes Bassy on Tiny. He's like the only Tiny who goes Bassy, and I think it's really good.
I like Venos that buy Blightstone. Your wards do piercing damage, and creeps have 2 armor. So if you remove the creep's armor, you actually farm jungle so much faster.
Dire's middle
Ooh.
tower has been denied.
So he rotates out, he loses tower, but at least he's back in time to get the deny.
That's value. That tower's always going to die. I think it's worth.
It's like you kind of want to protect your jungle a little bit. Yeah, you see the wards by FNG. You don't really care that much. And when AM gets Battlefield, then you care about that spot in the map, probably.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see Veno get a couple levels and then start playing there. Because you can easily just
farm
take
it up.
over that side of the map. I mean, he's got 3, yeah. You buy Blightstone here and just camp those Ancients. You actually could farm them yourself.
Oh, this time they're diving bottom now. Yeah, and it's 3. They get it. All 3 of them.
Yeah,
There
for
you
the
go.
first time we see Happy Guys go on the aggressive here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Radiant's
Ancient
middle
stacks.
tower
My
is under
goodness.
attack.
Synderen been hanging around that bottom lane the whole time. Looks like they were waiting for them to, reform,
There is. Wow.
build up the mana and move in. But oh my God, look at all that money.
The scary thing is, though, like, if this AM, because he's so far behind, this Gyro could just end up taking him quicker if they get, like... If they have another good 5 minutes, this Gyro will just steal all their stacks, and they're going to be sad. Good last hit. That's 3. I mean, teams... I still can't believe, like, you actually need to win this game. You just pick pick a Tide middle. Maybe it will win. Maybe they still will win. It's just weird, right? Like
Oh, Deso?
no one's picked Tide at all.
Dire's top
He's going the
tower
full
is under
minus
attack.
armor.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Does
Well,
your Gush apply auto attack or something?
I don't think so.
Does your Anchor Smash?
And deal bonus, yeah. No?
So
I know
he's
Gush
just
definitely
planning on-
doesn't.
He's planning on attacking someone?
Plan on just
A Tide?
smashing, bro.
Dire's
Uh-oh, they find him again. They do get the double ulti, but they don't have much more. Now they do, and there's going to be some big damage. Illidan, will he go down as well? Oh, FNG's coming on over. Not level 6 quite yet. They already get him, and now Boogie. You're in a lot of trouble. This Ice Armor, look at it, just slowing him down. Gets the stomp up, and this is a 3-4-0. Who's coming in? Is that Nyx? Oh, but it was the long TP, and he will get one kill here.
No.
One.
Oh.
Oh, tree. That's gotta hurt.
And well, that's a 3-for-1. That's a pretty good rotation. Yeah, it's really IO versus Grimstory. It's just guaranteed, always connecting.
That was so bad. I mean, Boogie could be like farming the top ancients, and this is where I
Radiant's
feel
middle
like
tower
you see a
is
bit of
under
the
attack.
inexperience of teams. One, he's got a hood against an anti-mage. You never want to be doing that. You play right-click Venomancer, but if your first item is the team that needs to be aggressive, does not allow you to farm any faster, it's the wrong decision. And he should be playing in this top area with Wisp Gyro in the top as well, and you just immediately control the map.
Yeah.
You're TPing, you're dying, you shouldn't even be there in the first place. By farming those Ancients, that represents like, what, 3 hero kills? Like, it's these little things that these tier 3 teams just don't really grasp yet, that if you watch a team like Liquid or Secret, you can easily predict their movements because they're going to make the right decisions.
Yeah. Isn't that bad, though, if you can easily predict their movements?
Yeah, but they know that you can predict what they're doing.
So the prediction of the prediction. Yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense. Well, we got an initiation. Are they going to be able to get anyone right at the beginning? Has to join that Centaur, looking to be the first tonight, but the double Chain Frost is a coming, and it's a bounce. And
Oh
somebody,
my God.
please. But they do get one. They turn it on the Centaur. Stormstorm, if he gets away, it's going to be tough.
Oh, from downtown!
And hits him
Wow.
with it.
The Grimstroke, Bob Ross.
Yep. And that's the problem, because that was a 4v5 fight, while old Skeet Doug is just chilling up top, having a good one.
Going
Not
from
really a good one,
ruined
but
to saved in a moment's notice.
I was
And,
trying to watch
go
the
on.
Tidehunter the whole time, just because if he does get this Deso, I was
Oh.
curious how many times he actually
What?
right clicks in a fight,
Was
and
it
it
a lot?
was because of that last hit at the very end. That was the second hit.
Okay. Hey, that's 2 Deso of appliances of applied.
I guess it
whatever.
helps him hit towers too, but yeah.
man,
He might switch it. There's no, I don't know if you know that.
I just can't believe the Veno bought Hood. There's so many good items. You're the Vlad's hero this game, I would say, so Veno can buy Vlad's. I'm okay with that. Veno could buy drums, but the Gyro bought them. He could go Force Staff, which is quite good in this game. I like the pipe later, but first item pipe. Like, are you really looking to just go fight?
I was just gonna ask,
Right
like,
now?
if he doesn't go the hood to pipe, then is someone else do it, or you're just saying he gets it later?
I think Greaves as well is a super solid item in a game like this. Medallion would have been nice on him.
I think to your point, I think they do want a 5-man and win early, but now they just lost a 4v5, and they know AM's farming. They're like, they actually just pigeonhole
How do you?
themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And you're the way you play against Tide Centaur for the most part is like you try and avoid them, out team fight them later. You're gonna get a BKB, and then no one on the side of Spirit threatens you. You need to be a right-click Venomancer this game so that there's some sort of alternative damage to the Gyrocopter. You can't go 5-man. There's gonna be a fat-ass watermelon chilling on the tower. Dakota,
You can't do anything.
what do you do?
Can you go back one tip, David? What did it say about Sinister Gaze? Oh, that's it. I thought it was like some cool. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad they added the new tips. That's one of the little things no one noticed. They had new tips as the new
Oh
heroes.
yeah. Every time they have a big patch, I feel for all the people who are gonna have to go back through and change all that stuff, like even the
Yeah.
noob stream and all the tool tips and all
All
that
the
stuff.
guides, all that. Yeah. I mean, I don't use a guide, but I definitely know people who do. So has to be pretty rough.
All right, let's get back into it, folks. Welcome on in. If you're just tuning in, it's our second series of the day here at Can't Believe It's Not Summit.
It's
Dota
not?
Cup, Team
Oh, I
Spirit
heard an
versus
ulti
Happy
somewhere.
Guys. And it's a farming ulti.
Fine.
Push
He
the
didn't get any
wave back a
creeps.
bit.
He actually missed a creep. He should get the other 3, though. He got 2.
All right, well, We'll take what we can.
You know my last hitting. I'm always like, I'm so focused on last
This
hitting.
Tide
late.
is so yoked,
Dyer's
boys.
top tower
He's
is
getting
under
huge.
attack.
The right click's coming.
If he finished that big stack, I guess it wasn't for the aim. Makes sense. If you don't want Gyro to steal, just have Tide take it. Pretty easy.
Wasn't committed for the Deso. He's like, am I
Just go
sure? Am I
solar.
sure? or
Please
not?
just go Solar Crest even, not a Deso. I don't know. Well, they're just sitting up here, and they're going to find one. He will get
Oops.
stunned. They stun each other. There's a silence, and
Dyer's
Synderin,
top tower
he
is
does
under
get
attack.
space for his Gyro, but he just dies. No, they will just run out of there. And this feels bad, right? You're at 15 minutes. Your Gyro's actually only 9. Like, it doesn't feel like you can team fight. Boogie is 12.
Yeah,
Obviously.
And where is the Gyro?
Wait, whoa! Go back to Boogie.
What?
Why doesn't he have a talent skilled? Oh my!
He doesn't have the 90 gold per minute? Wow.
I gotta.
You got some beat?
Can I walk a circuit around the kitchen real fast?
Yeah, I think
Come
walking.
back?
I think
I'll be right
walking
back.
it
I'll be
quick,
right
you know,
back.
yeah, you got 1 minute to just power it up. Yeah. If you didn't know, 90 gold per minute. The earlier you get it, the more gold that will come into your body, and you can buy more items. But they're going to look for Hestajo. They don't have a Centaur ulti.
They
do
turn
now,
right
and they're
back
gonna
around.
Use it. Yep. Double chain frost. And it's
Damn.
going, and it blows everyone up. But Synderin, the big boy, is still alive. And Tossford, Grimstroke's still alive. A nice nuke, but Skeeter, he wants to kill Synderin, but he doesn't really do much damage. And now on the backside, here he comes. Oh my god, the minus armor on this tiny
Ugh.
Gush medallion. He has the Deso. He's flying it out. He got the. I'm excited.
He actually got some right clicks in that
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
It would have helped a lot more there, but
Wait.
good enough.
Yeah, David, can you actually scroll over Gush really quick? Did they change it where it like applies an attack? No? You just get a Gush and
He's
Gush
just like,
and do it.
after I gush and ravage, I'll walk my ass in there and I'm going to get you twice.
But
That's
it
all
is.
it takes.
But Anchor Smash is physical damage, right?
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, as far
is
as I
under
know, it
attack.
is.
Yeah, so it's still good for that. That counts
Yeah.
as an auto, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
So-
I don't think it's the optimal, but I like it, right? Something different. Like, this boy is about to beat some ass.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, for all we know, this could be just the beginning of the new meta to come, right?
Yep. Yep, look at that. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. So say he does get a Ravage off and he hits 5 people. The Anchor Smash does apply the Deso to everyone it hits. Is that what you were showing, David, I think, or am I crazy?
I figured it had to be something like that
That's
for him
pretty
to
good
go
then.
Deso.
Yeah.
It is pretty good.
Anchor
I
Smash
thought
hitting
so.
all of them, that
Dyer's
is
top tower is under
pretty
That
attack.
is what I
good.
said. I said, doesn't Anchor Smash apply attack modifiers?
Did you? Okay,
I,
wasn't
I
listening
thought we
probably.
checked it before, but I didn't. I don't have the eyes to look, so it's just like, okay, hopefully
Yeah.
someone else reads that.
You good, Kyle?
Oh, I'm fine. What do you mean? What was wrong?
Nothing. I know you just, we're walking it off. I heard you had a pain in your foot. Making
No,
sure
I
you're
was
okay.
getting. I got some DMs about being kind.
About being more
Yeah,
positive person.
and try to be more like Grant.
Yeah.
So that's literally what I'm going to do today. More analytical, more positive.
Better looking. Like,
I'm-
there's a lot you can do.
You can
Sure.
work on at least 2 of the 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to work on the get healthier. I want to be in better shape.
I
but
actually need to
it's
do
tough
that.
because I go to these
Radiant's top
events
tower is under
and the
attack.
organizers are always trying to, give me a hard time about being a foodie.
I mean, which you are.
Yeah.
And they're going to initiate. They're
Oh
just
my
I mean, dude, I actually think if you have a good Grimstroke, maybe you do just leave IO done. I mean, I would love to see, like, say Secret Liquid played these two, like,
Yeah.
I would love to see if Grimstroke could get these. I mean, because it's IO Jar.
No,
You should
I'm
get
pretty
the double
sure-
ults. It owns.
I'm pretty sure that the Happy Guys
Radiant's
lineup
top tower
is
under
better,
attack.
but it's one of those scenarios where
Radiant
Spirit just have
structures
such an
are
easier time executing.
They hit
It's
hit
just so
ulti
easy.
hit ulti on the Wisp, and you're in a good spot. Oh, Boogie. They're going to run in. He is gay stuns. He won't even be able to get his ulti up. He's going to get perma-stunned, it looks like. Synderin's there, but he still signs. He gets the ulti up finally. Synderen just dies being invis, I think. There goes Boogie. And everyone's ulti, but 9 actually could give 0 fucks.
Whoa.
And he just going to hit the Ravage. He is anchor smashing. They get one on Hestajo. But look at this, man. He is 3v1ing him. He does not. I mean, he's going to die. Maybe he's not. Let's see. Oh.
Wow, okay.
That's with, like, no defensive items. And now he has a blink. He can get the blink
I mean,
5-man anchor.
What time is it? Like, Skeeter's Battle Fury is so late, but it just doesn't feel like it's going to matter
Radiant's middle
because
tower
he's
is
still
under
ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do think the Tiny did a good job on it. The problem was if you lane the Tiny versus AM, you've got to, like, win the rest
Yeah.
of early game. And they have lost the rest of
Well,
early game.
the reason I like putting Veno there is because it simplifies his game. Because Veno just sits there.
Yeah.
Eventually, you have so many points in wards, like AM doesn't want to be in the lane anymore because
Goes
he's
double
just
way,
relieving pressure instead of applying it. And I have yet to see Boogie play the top area of the map.
Yep.
Can we click on
there we
Boogie
go.
actually?
He's still
What did
bottom
he
there.
get? Don't He
got
got
the
Gale
Venomous
cooldown.
Dude,
Jesus.
Was he the one who got it before? Because remember another Veno. I
Yeah.
assume it is. 'cause I'm
He's
pretty
going
sure.
beak. Oh my.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yo, Kyle, you're good. Dude, I'm just
Seething
excited
over
about
here.
this tide. He
I'm
has
gonna
a
crack
blink now.
some fucking range-free chicken on your back and grill it up right now. You're seething.
It's like,
Or some non-range.
dude,
free
this
for
shit.
us, if we're eating it.
This is the thing. Okay, it's scripted. All right, you want to learn to be a better Dota player? Study the best. Liquid 1TI.
Wait, they did win.
Using Veno. That shit is like a year and a half old. The formula to winning games on this hero is in the cookbook.
Radiant are
You just
scanning.
gotta Google it. It's there.
Do you know there? Did
Why
you know
you
there's a Dota
guessing?
cookbook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can reinvent the cookbook,
Oh
Kyle.
my God! The double stun in the back. Here it comes, boys. Double ulta flying in again.
Just GG. Really.
Yeah, it is looking rough. They had the stun out, but it is a 3-for-0, and they have hit now. I believe that is the 5th double Lich ulti so far. They
Yeah.
have hit every time.
Yeah, we were talking a bit about how it felt like this
Radiant's
combo
middle
was
tower is
was
under
boasted
attack.
quite a bit by the community, by many others, but we weren't seeing it.
And
in
then
full effect.
Ziori's over here being
Yeah.
a hater, and I'm like, shut the hell up, Ziori. And now we're just seeing it
Now-
in true effect. Oh,
Yeah.
nice stun. They should be able to get the Centaur. A little bit of a aggressive of a TP there.
Oh my God.
No, he will get the...
If you eat a centaur, are you a cannibal or not? Or are you only a cannibal if you eat the top half?
Well, it's a Centaur's a human and a horse, right?
Yes.
I think it depends on what centaur you're eating. Like, who's the one in like Mortal Kombat?
Oh.
I think if you eat him, you're cool because like he's just a devil beast. But like an actual centaur, probably you're
Okay,
cannibal.
here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's
okay.
a question, right?
Yeah.
This is an interesting commentary. I don't think cannibalism's got anything inherently wrong with it.
Jesus Christ, you
It's
hired
just
him to
our
code. I'm out of
society.
here. I can't be seen with this
I'm
product.
just saying,
I
there
can't
are
be
cultures.
$17 breakfast.
There are cultures where you eat people,
Do you
and
eat-
I don't
okay,
think
Kyle.
we can judge them.
We're not some
Okay,
indigenous
Kyle,
tribe
I've
that's
got-
forced
yeah.
to eat each other.
I've got one question. Would you eat free-range humans or regular GMO humans?
Yeah, I mean, for Kyle, we gotta make sure it's got creme fraiche on it first, and then we're good.
I bet the free range ones taste better.
Hey, who knows? I would say I'm pretty free-range, so... Oh, here we go. They're going to go and don't have the Ravage because his man, he just gets it up. Will he solo use it? Doesn't have to. There's the Gush. He has no armor. Where's the Lich? Doesn't even need it. They get linked together. He's still alive. But Skeeter hits him. That's a double for the big boy.
This game,
This game is looking pretty rough.
I
Boogie
just
will
what
push
the hell?
tower.
All right, I need you guys to stop me
Okay.
before I say anything
Dire's
about
bottom
Boogie.
Can
for
we
the
get
rest of the
physical?
game.
under attack.
All right.
Like just yes,
Let's
get physical.
get
Mute me in production.
physical. What
There's a
song is
lot to
that?
talk about still.
What's
Not
that?
just
Top
this
tower
idiot.
is under
Yo, what's
attack.
that? What's that song? Who's that by? Let's Get Physical. That's
Let's
a real
get
song, right?
physical.
Yeah,
Physical.
it's some
Don't
name.
you
Is it an
What,
80s band?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Disco.
80s.
Dude, I don't know, 80s music. It's growing on me. I used to like, I
Yep.
started, how'd your musical cycle? Mine went, I started with like, rock, like
Radiant's top
Incubus,
tower
Sum
is
41
under
year.
attack.
Then I just went straight into rap.
Radiant's
And I'm
top
liking like
towers are
one-hit
fortified.
wonders from the 80s. Like
Yeah.
Undercover
I,
Angel by
uh,
Al No Day. That shit's
90s
fire.
rock, I think, is my favorite. That
I
was
like
our
late
wedding
90s rock.
playlist was all 90s rock. Like Journeys.
Journeys.
And
My big one
Styx.
is
all that
Dire's
stuff.
bottom is under attack.
Oh shit, what's the name of it? That's when I.
It was also in the 90s, right? No, they were also in the 90s.
Dire's courier.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. If you
Oh,
didn't
the
hear,
Hole of the Moon. That's my new jam. That's some old school disco
Uh-oh.
one. Anyway.
there's going to be an ulti, but it's not going to be doubled. That's like Ravage that only hits one, though. Boogie's here. Now Nine's already gotten two. Tiny's coming in from the backside. They are fighting by Shrine. No one's procced. There will be procced by Stormstormer. 9 goes down. It is a 2-for-2, but it is a buyback.
Thing is, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but like that fight just doesn't matter.
At
Who
all.
cares?
You don't
You
think
use
it
the
does?
buyback, you win, but like now what? It's an empty kill. The enemy is already farming.
True.
You have you've defended
But-
your own area of the map. You're still losing. You've just forced them to go back to farming other areas.
Don't
You
you,
know?
think, though, like, if, say, Gyro will get his ulti up before everyone else, right? He has the shortest cooldown. You don't think you can just go, like, 5-man now that you know the Tide Ravage is down and you know AM's farming?
Yeah, but you don't have Venom ult.
Sure, but do you need it if, like, they don't have title?
It's
you
the
need
lane
Venom
pressure.
still?
Look, by the time you get to a tower, Anti-Mage will be at your tower.
True,
That's the problem.
But you're pushing 2 lanes at least.
Radiant's
Yeah, I
bottom
guess it
tower
would be
has
more
fallen.
80s, late 80s, very early 90s.
I don't
You're
know.
right.
I don't know if they heard the production, but yeah, Scott
Yeah,
kind of
he-
handled Dakota. He's like, I don't think Journey's a 9. I'm sure Twitch chat handled you too, honestly, because I was a little
Dire's
sus about
top
that
tower
too.
is
That's
under
what's
attack.
so cool. You know, there's a rule, like, and I try and follow this, which is why I always test people. But you're more likely to receive the right answer to a question on the internet if you give the wrong answer instead of ask
I'm
the
pretty
question.
sure that's a theory, actually. Yeah,
That's fair.
And I agree.
No, but you're
Chilling
right.
up here. They're running. They want to find so. Oh, that IO would be the best. Did he get stun up? But up top, it's going to be Illidan Stormage. He's running 9's almost solo killed in the Deso, but he won't get it.
Oh, the Lich almost got that hypnotized.
And now instead they get Apramush, which is not quite like killing a Gyro, but pretty close because he is like Gyro 1.5. And now they're going to move forward. They're going to find they get the silence. See ya.
Jesus.
The Cinder Boy goes down.
What's the AM doing in this whole time? Just farming, right?
He's bottom. He farmed took tier 1, just farmed the jungle. Level
Dire's
20
middle
here.
tower is under attack.
I want to see if he goes the blink cooldown. Because he didn't yesterday. Like, no one did yesterday except who was the 1 a.m. we kept watching yesterday? He went the blink cooldown every time. Oh, Dream from Empire Hope. Curious to see if Skeeter swaps it up. He does now. Okay, he does go the blink cooldown. It makes you almost unkillable again. It is actually insane. Oh, Hesta Joe. One little sliver off. Still, I don't know if you're even getting that kill, but damn, he's level 20, and he will just farm. He does go to Scotty again. Kyle, I know you're not the biggest fan of it. What would you rather have than Scotty this game?
I think it's a BKB Abyssal game again, just because your supports are squishy and you can solo kill heroes like Nyx, Wisp. Like Nyx specifically, if you can jump him with Manta before he
He's
gets
dead.
Carapace off, he's dead. You don't really
Radiant's
need the
top
Butterfly.
tower is under
I think
attack.
Heart's pretty good too, because there's such a high amount of static magic damage on the side of Happy Guys. I think you just utilize survivability. So in that sense, Scotty's fine, I think, just because you get the raw HP.
Yeah, I never noticed how big of a buff to Siege Units the new Solar Crest was.
Yeah,
Now that we just-
seriously.
I actually, I mean, because it's such a little thing, but it, holy smokes, the
Radiant's top
attack
tower
speed on
has
it.
fallen.
Yeah, people aren't using it yet. They don't realize that like Solar Crest is
Dire's
actually an
bottom
offensive
tower
DPS
has
tool. I think
fallen.
that's
I
the
agree.
next one. Like you see all the Vlads and the drums all the time.
Dire's
Uh-oh.
middle
Oh,
tower
yeah.
is
Will they
under
find Hesta before he gets ulti up? They do, and Dire's Courier does go down. That is a pipe and a Glimmer Cape that will be killed by
attack.
Cinderin.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But the thing is, Spirit, they will just back up. They're fine. They lost their chicken. They're probably like, well, those items are pretty good. A pipe would be nice versus Venno.
Yeah, this
They
is just
run.
simple. Make the buyback happen. And this is the thing. This is the point I want to make. Look at what they did to top
Wait,
lane.
what?
It's in the enemy base. And immediately after they rotate, these two waves are crossing the river. Look at the positioning of Happy Guys. They're still playing catch up to just deal with this one side of the map.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Spirit is just like, hey, well, we're on these other towers now.
Are you? Oh, and here we go. The double ulti's a flying in. Bounce,
Jesus
baby,
Christ.
bounce. And it does another.
Alright,
Where's Zyori? I'm actually so
Exit
mad he's not
left.
watching this game. I'm so mad. They're going to look for
I'm sure he's
another
watching on
one.
the side.
They try to kill him. They get the ulti up on Boogie.
They
BKB's pop, but they're just going to TP out. Afram, she bought back, but who are you going to help out? You going to go for it 9. He did get the talent. I actually thought was the wrong choice, but it might be saving him now. He'll get tossed
He can
back.
Ravage TP.
And will he,
Oh,
though?
there's no
Looks
TP.
like he doesn't want to yet. No TP either. Yeah, he went the...
Radiant's bottom
Oh, but hey,
tower
look, Skeeter
has
took it tier
fallen.
2.
Do you think, why do you go the damage block instead of the Gush armor with this build? I mean, I think the damage block's always good, but you go with Deso and, I don't know,
I've no
just
idea.
weird
Daedalus
not
he has
to.
upcoming.
Oh, yeah. The big boy swings are coming. I'm pretty sure Nine's just having a blast this game. Even though he died that fight, he's like having the most fun he's had in Dota in a while.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Jukes
attack.
goes back. He
Radiant
predicts
are
the juke
scanning.
back. He tries to hide in the tree. They
Oh.
he jumps over him.
Oh, the sidestep,
Big-
Allen
Oh, no, but
Iverson.
yellow. Oh, no, Allen Iverson. That's why he never won an MVP. 'Cause he Wait, did he dodge the Gale, too? This boy's a beast.
I don't know if it was a dodge. That was a miss.
Okay. I think you're just,
A hater?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Dire
I am
are
hating.
scanning.
with a Z at the end. You on that haters. I don't know what the hell that means, but whatever. Storm, he's just running away. Now, Skeeter, he will just farm up. He'll be level 25 as soon as you know. BKB by Tiny. I don't know, they have so much burst. If they somehow get on, the thing is, Grimstroke has actually started every fight, like very impressively. I don't know if it's positioning. It definitely is some way, but this Lich Grimstroke has started every fight, which is weird when there's a Tide, a Tiny, a Nyx. But Biver, he's done it all.
Viper's been underrated for a while. I think he's been a really nice player last couple of seasons.
Agreed.
He's never been with. At the end of the day, right now, your team is as good as your cores.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a top tier elite S carry and mid, you're just never gonna win or possibly even qualify to lands because there's just so many of them.
I think Dota gets stronger and stronger as players eventually
Yep.
like. The thing is, once you figure out how to play Dota, you start installing it. You find 4 other people who do the same. There's another team that's in your way.
Just look at like a player like Sumail, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he was he was so good at TI5 that he looked a step above everyone.
Yeah.
And now, you know, it's like, is
Dyer's
he even a
top
top
tower
10
is
mid
under
anymore?
attack.
Top 10 middle? I mean,
kidding.
come on,
Grant's
baby.
like, I need to take a lap now.
I know Kyle was trolling too, because Kyle always says if he had to start a team, it'd be with Sumail probably.
true.
So.
I just respect anyone
Yeah.
that says, I mean, I thought I was a big boy because I'm like, I want to win 2 TIs. I was like, nah, dog.
Dyer's
Jordan
top
had
tower
6
is
rings.
under
I'm going to get
attack.
7. And that's the sort of aspirations you want your superstars to set.
Yep.
Can't be content. Can't
Radiant's middle
buy
tower
into
is
the
under
hype of
attack.
yourself and get complacent.
Okay.
You don't want to be cocky.
Yeah, you did see what Boogie just picked up. I like this item. Assault
What?
Cuirass.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's just a little.
Still too late.
Yeah, I mean, what? Like, they haven't crossed the river.
Yeah.
They haven't crossed the river, Grant.
I don't know. This feels like a game you honestly could, if like, in some of these games where it's 9, 10K lead versus AM, it's like you have to make multiple fuck ups. But I think with Happy Guys line, if they actually take a fight where Skeeter or 9 doesn't have buyback, they could just win
Yeah,
the
it's
game.
true.
That's the one weird thing about this game.
You will deal the damage necessary later. Like,
Yeah.
eventually, the Gyro gets like 2 more items. AM's almost 6 slotted. Things will change. It's just that I feel like if Spirit just connected a certain point, win that one fight, it's just going to be curtains.
I do
Curtains.
I could see it. Tidehunter, if he like somehow uses Ravage and then AM just dies once, you're like, oh
Yeah, this
my
is it. This is
God.
the timing, though. This is a great
There you
smoke.
This is it, big time. I want to see
He has
double
the
chain
Crystallis
frost,
too.
Ravage.
I want to see the double chain frost into crit, into Ravage.
Yes.
It's big boy damage
Yes.
time. Oh,
Oh,
Boogie.
hello.
Oh,
I'll
baby.
just go this way.
Oh, nice.
That was-
BKB gets it off and he's gone. Wow.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
that was on the
Wow.
Centaur. He blinked in after smoke broke. You gave Boogie like a second to react. I mean, I'll give him props.
Nah,
but
Boogie. That was a good dodge.
I
Boogie.
tried to block
Don't
Boogie there, and
listen.
he stepped up. That was sick.
Here we go.
Is under
Illidan
attack.
gets gazed in. There's heroes here. Oh, the double
Okay.
Ravage. The double. I mean, they're already dead. They're literally dead before abilities hit them. Holy. And now Wisp. Oh, they'll get him as well. That damage. And
You know, Boogie
Okay.
makes a play. Your tiny is bottom, obviously not able to connect. What in the hell are you doing middle?
Radiant's
it up.
middle tower
they are
is
taking
under
this.
let's go.
attack.
What
I
is
think
this?
this-
This
Decent
Lich is
damage.
alone.
Structures
No.
are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think, you know, oh,
Radiant's
there's going to be a
towers are
rotation.
fortified.
Looks like just from Lich on that tiny.
Radiant's middle tower
But he
is
actually
under attack.
turns it around the middle. They're just going to lose their base. And now, oh, that's a buyback, right?
All right.
Sure is. That's a dieback,
All right.
pardon me.
All right.
Stormstormer does get that tier 3, though.
Radiant's
Boy's
middle
trying to
tower
do his
has
work and
fallen.
gets out. Now they lose Arax.
Radiant's middle barracks
Top.
has fallen.
I
See ya.
mean, not going to
Radiant's
say,
middle barracks are under
you know, not on a
Good
flame,
game
but
called.
Boogie,
Radiant's
also a
top
finished
tower
player,
has
is
fallen.
definitely not being invited to any balls with the king, queen anytime
Radiant's top
soon.
barracks has fallen.
You got to step up,
None
dog.
of them?
Was that a ball they went to? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Gala.
It was?
A gala.
All right.
Wait, who didn't get invited the year
Thompson
before?
and Jarek's got to
Oh,
go to the
Matamba
gala.
didn't
Matamba
go.
man,
How come
yeah.
Atomaman didn't
They
go?
just
No,
didn't
the
care
shorts.
about esports a year
it was
before?
the shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That'd be
Makes
cool.
sense.
I would definitely go to the White House just for the experience. Like seeing it, that'd be sick to go. I don't care about
Dude.
the whole politics thing. I just
Yeah.
want to go there to say I went to the White House. Like,
Yeah,
I
just
don't
to
give
say
a
I
shit
was
who's
I was
there.
important enough to be
To
invited.
go there,
yeah.
exactly. That's like what I view.
The
as.
best comment on that photo, by the way,
What
was
photo?
just it was something like the cutscene with the character you created in your anime RPG, and it was like just because Thompson's got this like wild
hair.
hair and he's
Oh,
just
I love
shaking
Thompson's
the
hair.
queen's hand. It's
Yeah,
like
I
choice,
Yeah.
quality memes. But yeah, so great game. Not was terrible game really. Spirit they did their jobs. And Happy Guys really never had a prayer because they had no team cohesion or sense of what their timings would do. Itemization was bad. Positioning was bad. They didn't cross the river. And they let an Anti-Mage free farm for 35 minutes until they inevitably lost.
Okay, and I'll be the opposite. I enjoyed watching this game because we finally got to see a Grimstroke glitch that actually looked broken. We
True.
got to see a new
Yeah,
Tidehunter.
true.
I don't know if 9 was trolling. I mean, they won, so even if he was, they just own. And Skeeter, I'm sure he had the best AM game of his life, only involved in 7 kills, but 0 death. That's all AMs care about, just farming. And you know what? This Team Spirit, they need to win the second game. And then, so did we already talk about tiebreakers? Is it just like a BO1?
I might need to just confirm, double check with the ad.
Because look, if Alliance goes 4-0 and Spirit does do their 2-0 here, they will be tied, and they've already won one. So they will be dead even. But I don't think Alliance is going to 4-0.
No, I don't either.
They're going to lose to Empire Hope one
But-
game. I feel that.
I
But
agree.
what?
what?
Their breakfast this year.
Is it?
All right, so let's
Oh,
get
the
some
free
food.
range chicken. Yes. Look at it. He's running around. I'm going to cook him up now. Isn't that sadder? You give a chicken the freedom of life, and you like at least the chicken in a box knows he's going to be sad, but the free range chicken's like, I'm living life, and then 2 months later he's dead. Actually, Kyle, you're the terrible person.
There's a great book I read in childhood called The House of the Scorpion that kind of centers on this idea. It's about this dude that effectively is creating clones to keep himself alive.
Yeah.
And what
Voldemort, yeah.
they made it so that you're not supposed to actually never mind. We'll talk about it after the break. I'm hungry.
Sounds good. So we are
All
going to take a quick break, Dakota.
You know, Grant? You know, Kyle?
What?
Let's go to break.
Let's do it. See ya.
See ya.